It is Senior Night 2021 for the Grayson County Lady Cougars as they welcome in Muhlenberg County to the Cougar Den. Last month, the Lady Cougars stormed past Muhlenberg County by a final score of 64-43 at the Owensboro Sports Center. Tonight brings a new test, though, for an improved Muhlenberg County team. And a good evening and welcome back to the Cougar Den. Sam Gormley with you and welcome into the Locker Room Show here on Litchfield's Country Station 103.9 The Moose and also on K105 Digital Productions. They just had the Senior Night ceremonies just a few minutes ago. You might have been able to watch that on K105 Digital Productions. If you're listening to our radio stream, be sure you take the time to go back and watch it. I know Senior Night's always one of my favorite nights of the year. It's only about 4 minutes, so it's quick, but it's a good little minute to watch once our broadcast is over here tonight. Coming up on our Locker Room Show, we'll introduce you to both teams, talk to the head coach, Ted Hill, and run down to the starting lineups. That comes up and more on 103.9 The Moose.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here. At Midway Pharmacy.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County Schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
It is Grayson County and Muhlenberg County moments away from getting underway here tonight as the Muhlenberg County Lady Mustangs enter tonight's game with a record of 1-4. Leading scorer is Sarah Kate Bogus. She is averaging 11.4 points and 5.6 rebounds per game. JC Knopfsinger is averaging 8 points and 4.6 rebounds per game. Chloe Lynn leading the team with 7 3-pointers made. She's averaging 6.8 points and 2.8 rebounds per game. Lady Mustangs played the Lady Cougars last month. It was a 64-43 Grayson County win. Last year, though, they lost in the third region championship game to Owensboro Catholic, but they lost 77.4% of their scoring from that team. Lady Cougars picked up a big district win last night against Butler County and are now 8-5 on the season. We'll introduce you to them coming up, as this is Lady Cougar basketball right here on K105.
Kentucky's new 5-star school rating system provides parents with an easy way to find out how their children's schools are performing. Star ratings are based on test scores for reading, math, social studies, science, and writing. They are also based on students' academic growth over 1 year. For high schools, ratings are also based on how well students are prepared for college and careers after graduation and the number of students who graduate on time. Visit kyschoolreportcard.com for the latest information on schools in your community.
Oh, that's a bad call.
That was a great call.
That's the worst call I've ever seen.
Great call.
Horrible. That's a horrible call.
Sports fans don't often see things the same way.
Terrible call.
That was a good call.
Terrible call.
But there's one call everyone can agree on. Call 811 before you dig. The free service that helps you avoid utility lines while you're digging. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Safety!
Being prepared is a part of who you are. But it's especially important in the case of a disaster. Be informed about possible emergencies in your area. Make a plan that covers where you'll go in an emergency. Build a kit with the things you need to survive. There's no one more capable of planning for your situation than you. Start your plan today. Go to ready.gov/myplan.
How's everything taste tonight, folks?
Oh, excellent.
How was your chicken tonight?
It's excellent. Where was it raised?
As a chef, it's important to know where your food comes from. That's why we buy local and Kentucky-raised food.
We're the Settles family from Owensboro, Kentucky.
We produce poultry for families all over the state.
And we're proud of the products that we produce. If you're buying a chicken that came from our farm, you're getting an excellent quality product. Some of the best you'll find in the case.
A lot of your local restaurants feature our poultry products. We are a Kentucky farm family.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
The Lady Cougars were winners last night against Butler County by a final score of 69-63. Rachel Snyder led the way. She had 17 points in that win over Butler County. Annie Kuiper had 14 and Ella Robinson had 13. Robinson's been playing her best basketball as a Lady Cougar as she ended up, she was so good last night that she fouled out with only 4 fouls called against her, as there was still a book mistake on Butler County's end, and because of it, Ella had to foul out with only fouling 4 times last night. But that was last night. Ella, though, she's playing really good basketball, averaging 7.7 points a game, 5.8 rebounds. 1 week ago tonight was when she had her career-high 22 points. Rachel Snyder, though, has still been dominant, averaging 16 points a game and 13 rebounds per game. Again, the Lady Cougars defeated Muhlenberg County last month by a final score of 64-43. Head coach Ted Hill, he's in his second season with a record of 27-18. We'll get his thoughts on the matchup after this. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
We, the people, are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom to peaceably assemble.
Freedom to petition the government.
Only the United States has these 5 freedoms so simply bound together and guaranteed. Think first. Learn more at thinkfirstamendment.org.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Oh, that's a bad call.
That was a great call.
That's the worst call I've ever seen.
Great call.
Horrible. It's a horrible call.
See things the same way.
Terrible call.
That was a good call.
Terrible call.
But there's one call everyone can agree on. Call 811 before you dig. The free service that helps you avoid utility lines while you're digging. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Safety!
Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
Welcome back to the Locker Room Show here on Litchfield's Country Station 103.9 The Moose. Sam Gormley joined by the head coach of the Lady Cougars, head coach Ted Hill. And Coach, I'm sure you got a chance to maybe go back and watch some of the film from Butler County last night. What did you see?
Yeah, I went back. I got up early this morning and watched it, and saw a lot of good things, especially in the first half. We only had 5 turnovers in the first half, and and played really good basketball. And the second half got a little sloppy, turned it over. A lot of mental mistakes, didn't guard real well, and we didn't block out a whole lot. They hurt us on the boards most of the night. But overall, pretty much just dominated the whole game until the end, to the fourth quarter, and then the wheels just fell off. And credit to Butler kids. They kept on fighting and didn't give up. It easily could have been a 30-point game.
Tonight is senior night, and I always like to give coaches a chance to talk about each individual senior, so we can just start and go in numerical order. We can start about Ella Robinson.
Much improved. Maybe the most improved kid in the program. Has a lot of confidence right now, playing at a high level. Her shooting percentage has went out the roof the last 2 weeks or week and a half. And great kid, great rebounder, going to be very successful in life, and it's been a pure pleasure coaching Ella.
Gracie Franklin.
Gracie's another great kid, and I think all of them's going to Murray State together, except I don't know about Rachel. But anyway, Gracie, really good player, can shoot the three, works hard every day, comes in with a great attitude, and just a wonderful kid.
Rachel.
Rachel's, playing-wise, one of the best players in the region, putting up big numbers right now, double-doubles and all that. And last night I was watching her diving on the floor at the end and all that, and when really she probably didn't have to. So playing with a lot of heart, and Rachel just a great player and also another really good kid. I'm fortunate, all four senior. I was just telling Coach Harper how well-mannered, respectable four seniors that I have. It's a pleasure.
And then the last one, Brianna Dennis.
Brianna, when I got here, was fighting, coming off that knee injury, and it's kind of been a long process for her getting back. But as far as basketball goes, outstanding rebounder, can score around the post, always in a good mood and happy and all that. All four seniors are, and they hang out. The best thing about our senior group is they all stay together, literally, like just about every night, cook together and do all that good stuff.
When you look at this Muhlenberg County team, you saw them just about 10 days ago at the Owensboro Sports Center, and we talked last night about how much they've improved since that point. Mm-hmm. How have they improved?
Yeah, I watched film on them this morning too, and greatly improved. You can tell they put in a lot of work, running, especially with their man offense. They have good movement, really good passing. They get down the stance and guard. It'll not be 15-1 after the first quarter this time. They greatly improved, and I think we talked about last night, Hall of Fame coach, Coach Harper. He'll come in here ready to go. Believe me, I can already tell by talking to him.
In that game at the Owensboro Sports Center, you all dominated 3 quarters of it, but the third quarter, they, I think, ended up outscoring you all by 10, if my memory's right, something along the lines of that. What was different in that quarter?
They hit 6 threes, and it was also my fault. We had the big halftime lead, 34-8 or whatever it was, and so I said, let's go out in the third quarter and work on some half-court zone, and that came back to bite me in the butt. We should have stayed up with pressure on them, but they hit shots and got back in. That's my fault.
Coach, good luck.
Thank you.
We'll have more here coming up in the locker room show after this.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Oh, that's a bad call.
That was a great call.
That's the worst call I've ever seen.
Great call.
Horrible. It's a horrible call.
Sports fans don't often see things the same way.
Terrible call.
That was a good call.
Terrible call.
But there's one call everyone can agree on. Call 811 before you dig, the free service that helps you avoid utility lines while you're digging. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Safety!
Litchfield Cougar Station, 1039 The Moose.
Let's meet the starting lineups now for both teams between Muhlenberg County and Grayson County. First for the Lady Mustangs of Muhlenberg County. Senior shooting guard number 3, Chloe Lynn. Senior guard number 13, Maddie Vinson. Freshman guard number 22, JC Knopfsinger. Sophomore forward number 30, Sarah Kate Bogus. And senior forward number 32, Alyssa Browning. Once more, that's Browning, Bogus, Knopfsinger, Vinson, and Lynn. Now the starting lineup for the Grayson County Lady Cougars. Senior center number 13, Ella Robinson. Senior guard number 14, Gracie Franklin. Senior forward number 15, Rachel Snyder. Sophomore guard number 20, Annie Kuiper. And the final senior number 21, forward Brianna Dennis. Once more, that's Dennis, Kuiper, Snyder, Franklin, and Robinson. Head coach Ted Hill. Play-by-play of tonight's game is next on the Moose.
Kentucky's new 5-star school rating system provides parents with an easy way to find out how their children's schools are performing. Star ratings are based on test scores for reading, math, social studies, science, and writing. They are also based on students' academic growth over 1 year. For high schools, ratings are also based on how well students are prepared for college and careers after graduation and the number of students who graduate on time. Visit kyschoolreportcard.com for the latest information on schools in your community.
Spending time outdoors has never felt more valuable. Whether it's exploring nature or relaxing in your yard, let's do it responsibly. Before going out, check for closures and fire restrictions. Practice social distancing, even when outside and on the trail. Back at home, if burning yard debris, keep your pile small. And no matter where you are, be sure to properly extinguish any outdoor fire. Drown, feel. We're all in this together. Help keep our safe places safe.
How's everything taste tonight, folks?
Oh, excellent.
How was your chicken tonight?
It's excellent. Where was it raised?
As a chef, it's important to know where your food comes from. That's why we buy local and Kentucky-raised food.
We're the Settles family from Muhlenberg, Kentucky.
We produce poultry for families all over the state.
And we're proud of the products that we produce. If you're buying a chicken that came from our farm, you're getting an excellent quality product. Some of the best you'll find in the case.
A lot of your local restaurants feature our poultry products. We are a Kentucky farm family.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
How's everything taste tonight, folks?
Oh, excellent.
How was your chicken tonight?
It's excellent. Where was it raised?
As a chef, it's important to know where your food comes from. That's why we buy local and Kentucky-raised food.
We're the Settles family from Muhlenberg, Kentucky.
We produce poultry for families all over the state.
And we're proud of the products that we produce. If you're buying a chicken that came from our farm, you're getting an excellent quality product. Some of the best you'll find in the case.
A lot of your local restaurants feature our poultry products. We are a Kentucky farm family.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Grayson County and Muhlenberg County. The second matchup between these two teams this year, as it is senior night here for Grayson County High School. The 4 seniors getting the start here tonight. We'll have the play-by-play of tonight's game next on the Moose.
Oh, that's a bad call.
That was a great call.
That's the worst call I've ever seen.
Great call.
Horrible. It's a horrible call.
Sports fans don't often see things the same way.
Terrible call.
That was a good call.
Terrible call.
But there's one call everyone can agree on. Call 811 before you dig. the free service that helps you avoid utility lines while you're digging. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Safety!
Let's meet the starting lineups one more time. For Muhlenberg County, it's Lynn, Vincent, Knopfsinger, Bogus, and Browning. And for Grayson County, Kuiper. And then you got the 4 seniors, Robinson, Franklin, Snyder, and Dennis. As this should be a great game here tonight. Your officials for tonight's game, William Clancy, Trevino Kelly, Chris Haney. So it looks like it will be Grayson County basketball to start off with. Your coaching assistant coaches from Muhlenberg County, Paul Drury, Hunter Knopfsinger, and Nick Suttle. Head coach is Mike Harper in his 11th season, 186 and 137. Assistant coaches Amber Hill and Elena Jones for Grayson County. Ted Hill is in his 2nd season, 27 and 18, 137 and 91 overall. And we are underway here from the Cougar Den. Lady Cougars start off with the ball in their home white jerseys with the orange numerals. Muhlenberg County in their road blacks with the baby blue numerals. Down on the right block, Dennis has it stripped away and taken away by Vincent. Vincent's dribbling it with the right hand and is going to give it off to the guard, Chloe Lynn. Lynn breaks the timeline off to the right side to Bogus. Bogus picked up by Snyder. Man-to-man defense for Grayson County. Again, the Lady Cougars going with their 4 seniors starting tonight here on senior night. Left wing Lynn out front to Bogus. Bogus picked up by Snyder. Inside to Knopfsinger off the right side. She makes the basket. And it's 2-0 Muhlenberg County. It took Muhlenberg County a quarter and a half to score from the field in the game at the Owensboro Sports Center last month. It only takes them about 40 seconds to score from the field in this one. Franklin, cross court, stolen away by Bogus. Lady Mustangs pushing up the near side of the floor, angling it back towards the middle of the free throw line. Out to the far side, Lynn. Off to the left wing, 3 up and no good off the back of the iron. Rebounded long by Bogus. Bogus down the left side, picks up her dribble and goes up with a shot, fading it away. It's no good. Rebounded by Snyder for the Lady Cougars. Snyder will push for Grayson County. Up the near side of the floor, she puts the stop sign out and gets it out to the sophomore Kuiper. Back to Snyder, 3 left wing, up good. The senior knocks down the 3 from the left side this season. She's only shooting 16.7% from 3, but she puts that one down. Knopfsinger into the corner, 3 by Browning, near side, no good. Rebounded by Franklin for the Lady Cougars. Franklin finds Kuiper. And the sophomore will break the timeline right up the middle. Kuiper picks up her dribble straight away over to Snyder's. Ball fake inside to Robinson. Takes one dribble, spins it around. Shot's no good. Rebounded by Bogus for the Lady Mustangs. Here comes Muhlenberg County pushing Bogus, angling it back towards the middle. Gets around the defender off the left side. The shot is no good. Rebounded by Robinson. Robinson, an outlet pass off to Kuiper. Kuiper up the near side for Grayson County. Stutter step, picks up her dribble outside to Snyder on the left wing. Rachel Snyder fakes the drive in down the left side, instead gives it back out front to Kuiper. Over to the right wing to Franklin. 3 right side off the back of the iron, no good. Robinson with the rebound takes one dribble and she's fouled off the right side as she goes up and tries to put the shot back up, but she's going to get 2 free throws after being fouled by Sarah Kate Bogus. That'll be her first and the team's first. And Robinson will go to the free throw line where she's a 53.8% free throw shooter. Last night she was 1 of 2 against against Butler County. Robinson dribbles it twice, takes a deep breath, and lets it fly, and it is good. Robinson, an accomplished volleyball player as well. This season for the Lady Cougar volleyball team, she finished 3rd in the state with 431 total kills. As you heard in the senior night festivities, she's going to be going to Murray State University. Second free throw up good for Robinson. And it's 5-2 Lady Cougars. 5 minutes and 50 seconds to play in her opening quarter. Up the near side, a foul is going to be called on Robinson as she was guarding Knopfsinger up the near side. For Robinson, that is her first and the team's first. 5-2 Lady Cougars, 5 minutes and 48 seconds to play in the first quarter. Lady Cougars coming out in a little bit of a full court press as Kuiper is chasing Knopfsinger. Knopfsinger gives it off to Bogus, and the sophomore forward, Sarah Kate Bogus, into the near side to Browning. Out front to Knopfsinger, swinging it over to Vincent. Vincent outside to Browning. Browning at the free throw line, jump pass over to the far side. Lynn, 3 up in the air, it's no good. Rebounded by Robinson. Robinson off to Snyder. Snyder, an outlet pass to Kuiper. The Lady Cougars are pushing, they have numbers if they want it. Kuiper puts the stop sign out, cross-court pass to Franklin. Franklin down to the right block to Dennis. Dennis spins it around, goes up with a shot. It is no good. Rebounded by Bogus. Bogus has it stripped away, and a foul is going to be called underneath on Grayson County. It's called on Dennis. That is her first and the team's second. As it's Passed in to Knopfsinger. It's pretty much Annie Kuiper is chasing Knopfsinger up the court on the full court press, but other than that, the Lady Cougars letting Muhlenberg County's rest of their players take it down the court. Right side three up, no good, and a foul underneath is whistled on Grayson County on the rebound. It's called on Gracie Franklin. For Franklin, that is her first and the team's third. Not sure Gracie thought she fouled. She looked at the official and said, "What, me?" So it's 5-2 Grayson County, 5 minutes to play in the first quarter. As it will be Lynn to pass in, and she throws it off of Annie Kuiper's foot, who is guarding, so it'll be another pass in. Final score to bring you in boys basketball, Owensboro Catholic defeating Webster County 58-56. See that one come in just a few minutes ago. Knopfsinger over to the far side to Vincent. Vincent out front to Lynn. Lynn standing at the volleyball line, guarded by Gracie Franklin. 4:55 to play in the first quarter. Grayson County 5, Muhlenberg County 2. Left side Bogus, she drives down the left lane, gets around Snyder and lays it in off the left side. Bogus had 5 points and 7 rebounds in the game last month. She's got 2 early on, and it's back to a 1-point game. Kuiper picks up her dribble on the left wing. Inside to Robinson. Robinson off the left side, goes up and gets the roll off that left side. Robinson's got 4 points. And the Lady Cougars lead is back to 7. Into Browning. Browning gives it back to the middle to Knopfsinger. Knopfsinger breaks the timeline. Cross-court pass in through the hands of Vincent. It's going to be a turnover for Muhlenberg County Lady Cougars basketball. Substitution into the game for Grayson County. It'll be Arissa Riggs to check in for Brianna Dennis. Sydney Perkins will come into the game for Gracie Franklin. So now on the floor for Grayson County, you've got Perkins, Riggs, Robinson, Kuiper, and Snyder. Kuiper over to the right wing to Riggs. Riggs into the middle to Perkins. Perkins being chased backwards by Vincent. She finds Riggs on the right side. Riggs out front to Kuiper. Lady Cougars trying to set something up on offense. They scored 69 points last night against Butler County. Inside to Snyder. She spins it around, goes back towards the near side, goes up with a shot, and she is fouled by Muhlenberg County. As that foul is going to be called on Sarah Kate Bogus. That is her second and the team's second. And Rachel Snyder will go to the free throw line. Mike Harper, Muhlenberg County head coach, wanted a walk underneath. Free throw coming from Snyder is up and good. Substitution into the game for Muhlenberg County. It'll be Macy Fields. She had a big game against the Lady Cougars. Last month she had 11 points, 3 of 5 from 3 in that game at the Owensboro Sports Center. Second free throw is up and good. She gets the roll. It bounced off the front of the rim and gravity brought it through the net. And it's 9-4 Lady Cougars, and a foul in the backcourt is going to be whistled on Grayson County. It's called on Arissa Riggs. That is her first and the team's fourth. 9-4, Grayson County with a lead, 3 minutes, 53 seconds to play in the first quarter. As it is Ella Robinson with 4, Rachel Snyder with 5 early on. The 2 senior forwards going back and forth against Muhlenberg County. Far side Lynn, inside to Browning, splits defenders, reverse layup, gets caught in between the rim and the backboard. And they're probably going to have to get another basketball to get this one up, as I'm sure no one can jump up there to grab it. So Rachel Snyder is going to go over and get the basketball. As usually in years past, we've had our camera operator, Cody Brock, down there, and he'd be able to jump up there and grab that down. But, oh, the official misses it the first time. Second time he gets it. Sometimes that's the most excitement you can get throughout a game. 9-4. Grayson County on top, 3 minutes and 41 seconds to play here in the first quarter. As it will be Knopfsinger to pass in. She gets it into Bogus, but Kuiper kicks it out of bounds. Nice defense by Kuiper, as it was a nice cut by Bogus as she came down this near lane. She was wide open, and I think Knopfsinger missed her by just ever so slight of a second. Outside to Browning, swings it over to Lynn. Three-pointer left side by Fields is short. Rebounded by Bogus, stolen away by Riggs. Nice defense by the sophomore Arissa Riggs. And she gives it over to the far side to Snyder, and the Lady Cougars can add to their 5-point lead here with 3 minutes and 25 seconds to play in the first quarter. Snyder loops a pass to Perkins on the near side. Perkins out front to Riggs. Riggs sets up the Grayson County offense. Back to Kuiper. Kuiper in between the circles. Picks up her dribble to the right elbow to Snyder. Snyder spins down the right lane, goes up with a shot. It's good. Rachel Snyder's got 7 points. Grayson County 11-4 against Muhlenberg County early on in tonight's game. 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. Bogus being chased by Riggs up the court. Over to the far side to Lynn. Lynn angles back here towards the near side with a pass off to Knopfsinger. Knopfsinger nearly has it stolen away by Kuiper. She drives down the right lane. The floater is good. Knopfsinger and Bogus are the two leading scorers for Muhlenberg County, and they have all 6 of the Lady Mustangs points. Left wing 3 in transition for Perkins is good. Sydney Perkins got her puppies in order and put the 3 down on the left side. And Grayson County had a nice answer out of the quick basket by Muhlenberg County. Here come the Lady Mustangs pushing. It's Fields passing off to Browning. Browning is fouled by Robinson, and that'll be her second and the team's 5th here of this first quarter. It's 14-6 Grayson County. 2 minutes and 25 seconds to play in the first quarter. As it'll be passed in, Reagan Cave will check in for Robinson for Grayson County. And she gives it into Bogus. Bogus spins it around inside the lane, and the basket's good. Bogus and Knopfsinger each have 4, and they combine for 8, but it's still 14-8 Grayson County. To the free throw line to Snyder, into the near side to Cave. Cave no-look pass to the left wing to Kuiper. She'll take the open 3, and nothing but net. Annie Kuiper knocks down the 3. Grayson County's lead is back to 9. It's 17-8. And now Muhlenberg County throws the ball away, and it is going to be saved in bounds by Browning, but they say her foot was out of bounds. It was hard for us to tell. It was in front of the scorer's table from our vantage point up here. 17-8. Grayson County has the lead. Under 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Left side Riggs. She'll take the 3 left side. That one's no good. Rebounded by Grace. No, it's rebounded by Muhlenberg County, but I think Reagan Cave touched it and her foot was on the baseline, says the official Trevino Kelly. Substitution into the game for Muhlenberg County. It's Rachel Joins. She'll check in for Alyssa Browning. Lady Mustangs pass over to the far side to Knopfsinger. Knopfsinger angles it back here towards the near side, and she has it stripped away by Kuiper. It's run down on the floor by Riggs. Nice defense by Arissa Riggs. Out front to Cave. Cave off to the right wing. Out inside to Snyder, and that might be an offensive foul at the free throw line. Not sure what they're going to call this one on. It could probably go either way. It is a foul on Muhlenberg County instead. It's called on Macy Fields. That is her first and the team's 3rd here. 17-8 Grayson County, 1 minute, 35 seconds to play in the first quarter. Kuiper on the far back court. Has it on the right wing. To the free throw line to Snyder. Gets down the left lane, goes up with a shot. It is good. Rachel Snyder having herself a big first quarter. It's 9 points for her, and she's outscoring Muhlenberg County on her own. Fields picks up her dribble in the backcourt, finds Knopfsinger. Knopfsinger has it stripped away by Kuiper. She runs it down and bounces it off of her foot. Grayson County basketball. The pressure is causing Muhlenberg County issues in this game so far tonight. Sub into the game for Muhlenberg County. It'll be Browning in for Bogus. It's in here to Riggs. Riggs going to set things up. Gets a screen from Snyder. Back to Snyder down the right lane. The layup's good off the right side. Snyder's got 11 points. And it's Grayson County 21, Muhlenberg County 8. Keeping her dribble after almost falling down is Fields in the backcourt. She spins it around on the far side to the free throw line to Knopfsinger. Knopfsinger off to the right wing. Browning. 3 up. No good long. Rebounded by Snyder for the Lady Cougars. Off to Kuiper. Kuiper up the near side of the floor. An outlet pass to Riggs. Riggs cross court to Perkins. Off the right side. Misses the layup. And the rebound long is by Browning for the Lady Mustangs. 35 seconds and counting. Here comes Muhlenberg County. Back into the middle goes Fields. She loses her dribble, and it's stolen away by Kuiper for Grayson County. Kuiper gives it off to Snyder. Snyder back into Kuiper. And Kuiper gets the play call from head coach Ted Hill. Off to the right wing to Riggs. Riggs back out front to Kuiper. 5-out offense for Grayson County. Kuiper screens Snyder. And they're going to keep it alive. 10 seconds to play in the first quarter. It's Grayson County 21-8. 5 seconds and counting. Kuiper to the free throw line to Snyder. Down the left side. Spins back towards the far side. Goes up with a shot. It is no good. Can't fall, but at the end of one, it's still all Grayson County. Lady Cougars on top 21-8 through 1. As this is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on 103.9 The Moose.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes! Make a plan today.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School. The Lady Cougars lead this one 21-8 as we start the second quarter of play. Rachel Snyder, 8 points in that quarter. 3 from Sydney Perkins, 4 from Ella Robinson, and 3 for Annie Kuiper. Knopfsinger and Bogus combined for all of the Lady Mustangs points. While not quite as big of a deficit as the game last month, Grayson County picking up where they left off of the last time they played the Lady Mustangs. Cave starts the quarter with a basketball for Grayson County, drives down into the left lane and walks with it. It'll be a turnover for Grayson County, back towards Muhlenberg County basketball. We appreciate you taking the time to tune in to tonight's Game 2 of our doubleheader. As it's Knopfsinger with the basketball for Muhlenberg County. She breaks the timeline right up the middle, chased by Perkins, gets right to the hole off the right side. The layup is good. Knopfsinger put that one in. Easy transition basket. Down to the left side to Snyder. Goes up, kiss off the glass is no good, but she's fouled by Muhlenberg County inside. It's called on Browning. It's her first and the team's 4th. Snyder will go to the free throw line. She will shoot 2. The first one is up and no good. Second free throw coming from Snyder is good. She's got 12 points in this game. And Grayson County's got the 22-10 lead, and a sub coming in or no? Not sure what the horn is about here. I guess the Lady Cougar was waiting to check into the game, and they tried to get her in time, and Trevino Kelly says, I guess she wasn't at the table in time. So it'll be Muhlenberg County basketball. Knopfsinger up the near side, guarded by Perkins. Out front to Lynn. Lynn over to the left wing to Vincent. Vincent swings it over to the left side. Browning, as it's out front again to Vincent. Vincent to Lynn. Lynn out front to Browning. Browning with the basketball. Ball fake over to the far side to Knopfsinger. Knopfsinger takes one dribble out front. Browning, 3 straight away. No good. Rebounded by Cave for the Lady Cougars. Cave, an outlet pass to Snyder. Snyder down the near side. Spins down in the lane. The shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Bogus for the Lady Mustangs. Bogus up the far side. Spins it around as she tries to cross half court. They got to get it across and does to Knopfsinger. Knopfsinger, cross court, knocked out of bounds by Corey Milam. Milam did a nice job just knocking that ball out of bounds. Annie Kuiper checks into the game, in for Corey Milam. Reagan Cave will also check out. And in for her is Ella Robinson. So it's 22-20. 22-10, Grayson County on top. 6 minutes, 51 seconds to play in the second quarter. Browning guarded by Robinson. Spins down, shot up off the glass is no good off to the right. Robinson with the rebound. Robinson gives it off to Kuiper. Kuiper up the near side, an outlet pass into the near corner to Riggs. Riggs down to the left block to Robinson. Robinson finds help with Kuiper. Kuiper across court to Perkins. Perkins drives down and reach-in foul is going to be called on Maddie Vinson. That'll be her first and the team's 5th. Ball will stay on the floor. So it'll be Kuiper to pass in from underneath of the basket. Ball fake. She's trying to get somebody to get this to and throws it out front to Riggs. Riggs back to Kuiper in the far corner, inside to Snyder on the right block. She's double teamed, spins it around. The shot is up and good. Snyder's got 14 points. Grayson County leads 24-10. Multiple players hit the deck underneath, and a timeout is going to be called by Muhlenberg County. As Muhlenberg County came down with it, and Mike Harper wanted a timeout, and he gets it. 24-10, 6:14 to play in the second quarter. This is Lady Cougar basketball on the Moose.
Kentucky's new 5-star school rating system provides parents with an easy way to find out how their children's schools are performing. Star ratings are based on test scores for reading, math, social studies, science, and writing. They are also based on students' academic growth over 1 year. For high schools, ratings are also based on how well students are prepared for college and careers after graduation and the number of students who graduate on time. Visit kyschoolreportcard.com for the latest information on schools in your community.
Lady Cougars on top, 24-10. 6 minutes and 14 seconds to play in the second quarter. It's been all Rachel Snyder tonight. She's got 14 of the 24 for Grayson County on her senior night. She's making it happen. Out of the timeout by Muhlenberg County. Grayson County coming out in the full court press. Bogus has got to get it into somebody and does just ahead of the 5-second count and finds it into Chloe Lynn. Lynn breaks the timeline right up the middle, guarded by Snyder. Outlet pass into the near side to Browning. Browning jump pass out front to Vincent. Vincent guarded by the freshman Perkins. Over to the right wing to Lynn. Lynn drives in, and a foul is going to be called on the drive on Rachel Snyder. That'll be her first in the team's 6th. And now the official is going to talk underneath to a couple of the players, as that was Chloe Lynn who drove in on Rachel Snyder. And after being fouled by Snyder, Lynn took a hard fall. She's a little slow to get up, and let's hope she is okay, as immediately she's going to check out of this game, and Rachel Joins will check in for her. Appears she's okay. It might have just been one of those things where you bang your knee, and it's just kind of you need that second to really get it back feeling the right way. Knopfsinger will pass in from underneath of her own basket and throws it out front. Riggs nearly gets her hand on the ball, but it'll instead go into the hands of Vincent. Vincent over to the right side to Bogus. Bogus inside. Snyder knocks it back into her hands. She drives in and walks with it. Bogus tried to get it down to the left, blocked to Joins, but Snyder, like a volleyball player, just blocked it right back into her hands, and Bogus didn't really know what to do with it. Because of it, she walked with it. Kuiper for Grayson County. To the left wing to Riggs. Riggs inside to Snyder. Snyder off the left block. She's double teamed. Back outside to Riggs. Left all alone. Left wing three. Count the basket. Riggs is the three-point specialist, and when she was left all alone, she made the Lady Mustangs pay. 27-10 Grayson County. 5:29 to play in the second quarter. Pass down to the right block goes through the legs of Joins and out of bounds. And it'll go right back towards Grayson County basketball. We're going to have another timeout on the floor taken by Muhlenberg County. Grayson County 27, Lady Mustangs 10. Right now is the score with 5 minutes and 25 seconds to play in the second quarter. Try to see if we can't run down some scores from around the region. First off, we'll bring you a college basketball score. The game that you can hear over on our sister station K105, Kentucky and Tennessee all knotted up at 10. 13 minutes and 53 seconds to play in the first half. Other scores to bring you in boys basketball, LaRue County on top of Russell County 20-10. As we will make the trip to Hodgenville 2 weeks from today, the Cougar boys will face LaRue County. February the 20th will be that game. Other boys scores, Owensboro Catholic a winner, Greenwood a winner today. Girls basketball, Barron County slides past Warren Central 56-51. Earlier today, it was the Cougar boys that picked up a good win against North Bullitt. They withstood a big run in the second half to pick up the big win. Out of the timeout, Grayson County 27-10. They have the basketball as Kuiper crosses the half-court line to Riggs. Riggs out front to the freshman Perkins. Perkins takes one dribble to the near side, back to Riggs. Riggs over to Kuiper. Kuiper inside to Snyder. Snyder has it at the right elbow. Spin move down the lane, gets around the defender and lays it in off the right side. Snyder's got 16 points. She can do whatever she wants on the inside for the Lady Cougars. Knopfsinger gets around Perkins, drives in. The flip shot underneath is no good. Gets the rebound back, does Joins. Her putback is no good. Rebounded by Perkins for the Lady Cougars. The freshman Perkins will carry it up the court and gives it up into the middle to Kuiper. Kuiper off to the near side to Riggs. Riggs to the left elbow to Snyder. Snyder fires a pass down to the right block to Robinson off the right side. Robinson's got 6. Snyder's got 16. Grayson County 31. Muhlenberg County 10. Floater inside the free throw line by Knopfsinger is good to answer the run. She's got 8 points. And Muhlenberg County trying to keep themselves in this basketball game. To the right elbow to Snyder. Goes in off the shot and walks with it as she went down that right lane. Snyder makes that spin move almost every single time. That time she walked with it as she did a little bit too much of a stutter step. Substitution into the game for Muhlenberg County. It is Avon Profit. She has 3 points and 3 rebounds on this season. Knopfsinger in the backcourt, chased by Perkins. Outlet pass down here to the right wing to Fields. Fields drives down the right lane, gets around Robinson, and the layup off the right side is good. Robinson playing with those 2 fouls, didn't want to pick up the third and just let Fields go right past her. Right side to Riggs. Riggs out front to Snyder. Snyder down to the left block to Robinson. Too hard off the left side. Rebounded by Knopfsinger, but Kuiper had her hands in there to wrap it up. It'll be a jump ball possession towards the Lady Mustangs. Riley Renfro will check into the game for Grayson County. She'll come in for Sydney Perkins. Renfro getting her first minutes tonight. She's got 4 points in the season, 1.5 rebounds per game. She's a good ball handler, good defender as well, and she's the younger sister of Kenzie Renfro, who's the Lady Cougars' leading scorer last season. It's into Knopfsinger. Knopfsinger nearly got that stolen away by Kuiper. Knopfsinger over to the near side. Shot by Joins 10 feet from the near baseline is no good. Snyder tried to get the rebound but knocked it out of bounds. And possession will stay with Muhlenberg County. 3 minutes, 45 seconds to play in the second quarter. It's Grayson County 31, Muhlenberg County 14. Slapping the basketball is Profit underneath. And tried to get it down to the left block to Bogus, but Snyder kicked it out of bounds. Grayson County's kicked about 4 balls out of bounds on an inbounds pass so far tonight. So we'll do this again. Same spot. Profit still passing in. And she tried to get it to Bogus, but instead throws it away. As Bogus came a little bit too far down the lane than what Profit saw and just ended up throwing it into what would be the Cougar student section. So Grayson County going to get the basketball back. They lead by 17 in this game, 31-14. Kuiper over to the far side, now angling it back here towards the middle, gets a screen from Robinson, tried to get it back to Robinson, instead gives it out front to Snyder. 3 straightaways off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound bouncing around, Robinson rips it away, but she has it ripped away by Knopfsinger, and it's going to turn into a jump ball, and possession is going to stay with Grayson County. 31-14, Lady Cougars on top, 3 minutes, 28 seconds to play in the first half. Kuiper will pass this in from the far side. Throws it out front to Robinson, nearly having it taken away by Joins. But the Lady Cougars keep it alive. To Riggs. Riggs gets a screen from Robinson. Cross court to Kuiper on the right side. Kuiper gets a screen from Robinson. Again, inside to Snyder, down the left lane. Goes up with a shot. It's no good. Rebounded by Fields for the Lady Mustangs. Fields off to Knopfsinger. Knopfsinger pushing it, angling it back towards the near side. Runs right over Annie Kuiper. And a blocking foul is going to be called, as the official said that Kuiper did not have position underneath for Kuiper. That'll be her first and the team's 7th. So 1 and the bonus will come for JC Knopfsinger. She's got 8 points tonight. She's a 45.8% free throw shooter this season. And that one is no good. In the game last month between these two teams, Knopfsinger had 12 points and 5 rebounds. Last year when these two teams met down in Greenville, she had 10 points and 11 rebounds. So she's had some good games against Grayson County. She's got 9 points here. She knocks down that second free throw, but Grayson County still on top, 31-15. Renfro out front to Riggs. Riggs back to Renfro. Renfro inside to Snyder off the left block. The shot is up, no good. Rebounded underneath is Joins with a basketball, and a foul is going to be called underneath on Robinson. Is it on Robinson or Snyder? It's called on Robinson. That is her 3rd, and the team's 8th. So free throws will come here from Muhlenberg County. It'll be Joins that will take it this time, as Brianna Dennis will check back into the game. Ella Robinson will take a seat. Rachel Joins to the line, 3 of 4 on this young season. She lets it fly, and it's good. Nothing but net on that. She didn't take her eyes off of the rim from the minute she got the basketball, and nothing but net on the free throw attempt. Her second attempt, dribbles it with the right hand, lets it fly, and that one she gets the bounce. Grayson County 31, Muhlenberg County 17. 2 minutes, 50 seconds to play in the second quarter. Riggs on the far side, out front to Renfro. Renfro to the left wing to Kuiper. Kuiper drives down this near side. Get inside to Snyder. She goes up with a shot, but she's fouled by about 3 Muhlenberg County players on the inside. And they're going to whistle it on Bogus. That'll be her third and the team's 6th. Snyder will go back to the free throw line. She's got 16 points tonight. She's 3 of 4 from the line in this game. She will shoot 2. The first one is up and good. Chloe Lynn will check into the game. Sarah Kate Bogus will check out with those 3 fouls. The senior Snyder slowly dribbles twice. Second free throw is up and good. Rachel Snyder's got 18 points. Grayson County leading 33-17. 2 minutes and 40 seconds to play in the second quarter. Lynn weaving through the defense for Grayson County. She has it on the left wing, guarded by Snyder, and gives it out front to Knopfsinger. Knopfsinger picked up by the sophomore Renfro. Right wing now to Lynn. Lynn again guarded by Snyder into the corner to Knopfsinger. Knopfsinger tries to get it down inside to Join. She does, but it's knocked away by Dennis into the hands out front, and a reach-in foul as Profit was the one that came down with it, and Riggs tried to strip it away from her. But instead, Riggs is going to be called for her second foul in the team's 9th. So to the free throw line will be Avon Profit. It's her first free throws of this young season. The 5'4" sophomore. She's got 3 points on this year. And you can make that 4 as she makes that first free throw, and that will reward her with a second. Spins it in her hand, takes one dribble. The second free throw is no good, off to the left. Rebounded by Rachel Snyder for Grayson County. An outlet pass to Kuiper. Kuiper angles it back towards the near side. Off to the left wing to Snyder. Snyder drives down, spins in the left lane, double teamed quickly outside to Renfro. Renfro picks up her dribble and walks with it straight away. 2 minutes, 2 seconds to play in the second quarter. It is 33-18, Grayson County with a lead against Muhlenberg County. So it will be Lynn to pass in. She's got to get it in, looking for help, and that'll be 5 seconds. As she threw it in at the last possible second, she just had to get it into somebody, but didn't even get it in for that. And it'll be a 5-second call, and Grayson County is going to get the basketball back. 33-18. Lady Cougars on top, 2 minutes to play in the first half. Renfro with a handoff pass to Riggs. Riggs straight away with the basketball. No look pass to the far side to Renfro. Renfro down to the right block to Snyder. Turns it around. Shot is off to the right. No good. Dennis with a rebound and the putback. And she is fouled underneath by Muhlenberg County. And that foul is going to be whistled on number 2, Macy Fields. That'll be her first and the team's 7th. It'll be Brianna Dennis to the free throw line. Last year, she was a 57.1% free throw shooter. She's only been to the line once this season, and she missed it. First one is up, and no good off the back of the iron. Sub into the game for Grayson County, Corey Milam will check in. Arissa Riggs will take a seat. Dennis will have one more here to try and give the Lady Cougars a 16-point advantage. Lets it fly, and it's good. Nothing but net there for the senior Dennis. Another sub for Grayson County will come into the game. It'll be Gracie Franklin. She'll check in for Dennis. So on the floor for Grayson County, you've got Franklin, Snyder, Milam, Kuiper, and Renfro. As for Muhlenberg County, you've got Lynn, Knopfsinger, Profit, Fields, and Joins. This is Knopfsinger with the basketball. Over to the left side, kicks it out to Profit. Profit back to Knopfsinger. Knopfsinger drives in, and a reach-in foul on the drive is going to be called on Grayson County. Muhlenberg County is going to go to the free throw line as that reach-in foul is going to be called on Briley Renfro, her first, team's 10th. So 2 free throws will come for JC Knopfsinger. She's 1 of 2 so far in tonight's game. First free throw is up, and she moves into double figures. sub into the game for Grayson County. No, they're going to wave her off, saying she didn't get it in time. Second free throw up, good. Nothing but net by Knopfsinger. And it's 34-20, Grayson County. After the 2 free throws by Knopfsinger. Snyder to pass in. She gets it into Milam. Milam back to Snyder. Snyder looks like she might run the point here a little bit. Spin move. She tries to cross the line and does. And a handoff pass to Perkins. Perkins out front to Kuiper. Kuiper with the left hand gets a screen from Snyder. Tried to get it back to Snyder. Does on the left wing. Snyder no look pass out front to Milam. Milam off to Franklin. 3 right wing. No good off the back of the iron. Rebound on the floor is taken by Muhlenberg County's Lynn. Lynn will push it up the floor. Outlet pass down to Knopfsinger off the right block. The layup is good. JC Knopfsinger is having herself a nice first half. And it's down to a 12-point game now at 34-22. Grayson County still with a lead with a minute to play in the first half. Franklin picks up her dribble and has to cross half court with a pass to Snyder. Snyder to Kuiper. Kuiper drives in and she's bumped and fouled by Muhlenberg County's Macy Fields. That is her second. And the team's 8, so 1 and the bonus will come for Annie Kuiper. Kuiper on the season, 44.7%, and can't get the first one to fall. So it'll be Muhlenberg County basketball with 48 seconds and counting to play in the first half. Straight away, Knopfsinger with the ball. She's calling for help, and it's calling for a screen from Join. She takes it down the right side, gets around the defender, loses the basketball, has to chase it down in the corner. Knocks a pass out to Fields. Fields splits defenders off the left side. The shot's no good. Snyder with a rebound. Snyder to Milam. Milam to Kuiper. And Kuiper will break the timeline. Grayson County's going to have a chance at the last shot if they want to take it. 25 seconds on the clock. It's 34-22. Lady Cougars on top of Muhlenberg County. Kuiper straight away with the basketball. Gets a screen from Snyder. Keeping the dribble alive with 14 seconds and counting. Ted Hill's calling his offense to move. Kuiper in between the circles, off to the left wing to Milam. Milam back to Kuiper with 5 seconds. Kuiper outside to Snyder. Left elbow shot from 18 feet is in and out. Rebounded by Muhlenberg County, and that will be the end of the first half. It is Grayson County 34, Muhlenberg County 22 at the end of 1. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K10 on 103.9 The Moose.
Spending time outdoors has never felt more valuable. Whether it's exploring nature or relaxing in your yard, let's do it responsibly. Before going out, check for closures and fire restrictions. Practice social distancing, even when outside and on the trail. Back at home, if burning yard debris, keep your pile small. And no matter where you are, be sure to properly extinguish any outdoor fire. Drown, stir, drown, feel. We're all in this together. Help keep our safe places safe.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Great deals today. Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
Lady Cougars lead this one at the half by a score of 34-22. Rachel Snyder leading the way. She's got 18 points, almost outscoring the Lady Mustangs on her own. Coming up on our halftime show, we'll run down the scores from around the region, the scoring from this game. Let you know what you need to look for in the second half. This is Lady Cougar basketball on the Moose.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Oh, that's a bad call.
That was a great call.
That's the worst call I've ever seen.
Great call.
Horrible. It's a horrible call.
Sports fans don't often see things the same way.
Terrible call.
That was a good call.
Terrible call.
But there's one call everyone can agree on. Call 811 before you dig, the free service that helps you avoid utility lines while you're digging. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Safety!
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
1039 The Moose.
Welcome back here to the halftime show. Grayson County leading this one 34-22 at the half. Running down some scores from around the region. First off, we'll start in college basketball. With 7 minutes and 3 seconds to play in the first half, it's the Kentucky Wildcats on top of the Tennessee Volunteers 30-29. Looks like Devin Askew's leading the way with 8 points in that game. Other scores here from basketball action. As last night, it was the Lady Tigers of Breckinridge County who defeated Hancock County 65-45. Other scores as I scroll through our feed right now. Breckinridge County Lady Tigers defeated the Connor Cougars tonight by a final score of 63-47. As looks like Muhlenberg County boys basketball, they picked up a win today against the Tigers. I'm not really sure as I just see Mustangs 66, Tigers 35. I'm not sure who they were playing, but the Mustangs are winners today against the Tigers of some school. We'll have to see if we can't figure out which school that is. Boys basketball final, Greenwood defeating Murray by a final score of 72-63. That is the final score. Boys basketball, Owensboro Catholic defeats Webster County by a final score of 58-56. Barron County and girls basketball on top of Warren Central 56-51. And in girls basketball, Whitesville Trinity defeated Todd County Central 62-60. And in that game, their guard Josie All scored her 1,000th career point. And a shout out to the alma mater. Cooper Lady Jags defeat Sacred Heart, the number 2 team in the state, today by a final score of 53-51. Our score, though, 34. That was, I see here coming through, it was Caldwell County that the Muhlenberg County Mustangs defeated today by a final score of 66-35. And earlier today, it was the Cougar boys who were winners against North Bullitt by a final score of 65-54. Our score, Lady Cougars 34, Lady Mustangs of Muhlenberg County 34-22. Grayson County on top. We'll run down the scoring from this game after this. This is Lady Cougar basketball on the Moose.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
How's everything taste tonight, folks?
Oh, excellent.
How was your chicken tonight?
It's excellent. Where was it raised?
As a chef, it's important to know where your food comes from. That's why we buy local and Kentucky-raised food.
We're the Settles family from Owensboro, Kentucky.
We produce poultry for families all over the state.
And we're proud of the products that we produce. If you're buying a chicken that came from our farm, you're getting an excellent quality product. Some of the best you'll find in the case.
A lot of your local restaurants feature our poultry products. We are a Kentucky farm family.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Spending time outdoors has never felt more valuable. Whether it's exploring nature or relaxing in your yard, let's do it responsibly. Before going out, check for closures and fire restrictions. Practice social distancing, even when outside and on the trail. Back at home, if burning yard debris, keep your pile small. And no matter where you are, be sure to properly extinguish any outdoor fire. Drown, stir, drown, feel. We're all in this together. Help keep our safe places safe.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
The Lady Cougars of Grayson County on top of Muhlenberg County, 34-22 at the half. Running down the scoring from this game, J.C. Knopfsinger leads the way from Muhlenberg County. She's got 13 points, 4 points for Sarah Kate Bogus, 2 each for Macy Fields and for Rachel Joins, and 1 point for Aben Profit. For Grayson County, it's Rachel Snyder. She leads the way. She's got 18 points. Ella Robinson added 6, 3 each for Riggs, Perkins, and for Kuiper. And rounding out the scoring was Brianna Dennis. She's got 1 point in tonight's game. Lady Cougars just got to play Grayson County basketball in this second half, and they should get out of here with a win. And with a win, they would move to 9-5 on the season and win 9 of their last 10 games. In fact, they lost to Warren Central a week ago today. That's been their only loss since you'd have to go all the way back to January the 12th. But you got to play a good second half or it won't happen. Second half's next, coming up here on 103.9 The Moose.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
34-22 as we start the second half of action here from the Cougar Den. It'll be Muhlenberg County basketball to start off with in the second half. Grayson County led by as much as 21 in that first half of play, but the Lady Mustangs closed the half on a 12-3 run. Backdoor cut by Bogus off the left side. The basket is no good. She gets the rebound back, takes one dribble, goes off the right side and lays it in. Bogus now up to 6 points, and it's now only a 10-point game. This is definitely within crashing distance for the Lady Mustangs of Muhlenberg County. Far side, Kuiper fires a pass to Robinson. Robinson back out to Kuiper. 3, far side, no good. Rebound knocked out by Robinson into the hands of Kuiper. Kuiper in between the circles. She's going to set up the offense for Grayson County. She drives down the right side, gets around the defenders, quickly double teamed. Back to Snyder. Snyder goes up. Floater is short. She gets the rebound back, and it's ripped away, and Knopfsinger comes down with it. And a foul is going to be whistled on Rachel Snyder on that play for Snyder. That is her first in the team's first, or the Snyder's second in the team's first of this second half. Muhlenberg County trying to bring this game to within single digits, something it hasn't been since early in the first quarter. Right wing Browning over to the far side. 3 up is an air ball by Vincent. And the rebound long is pulled down by Lynn. Lynn out front to Knopfsinger. Knopfsinger chased by Sydney Perkins. Knopfsinger drives in, flip shot, no good, but she will go to the free throw line. After being fouled by Rachel Snyder, that'll be her third and the team's second. And Ted Hill's got a decision to make. Does he sit down Rachel Snyder now with 3 fouls? Knopfsinger to the line. She had 13 first half points. The first free throw is up and good. Knopfsinger takes 3 dribbles. Lets the second one fly, and it's short. Long rebound by Robinson for Grayson County. It's still a 9-point game now. Back to single digits, 34-25. Muhlenberg County has fought back to make this a game. Lady Cougars led by as much as 21 tonight. Kuiper to the left elbow to Snyder. Snyder spins it around, drives down that left side, loses the ball, tries to save it in bounds, but it was knocked out of bounds by Muhlenberg County, says Trevino Kelly, the official underneath. We really couldn't tell from our vantage point what it was. Hearing some of the Muhlenberg County fans on the other side, they did not seem to agree with it. Off the left side, Snyder gets the bank on the pass in. She's got 20 points. And Grayson County's lead is back to double digits. Knopfsinger up the far side, gets around Kuiper and Riggs, passes off to the near side. 3 by Vincent is up, no good. Rebound is ripped away by Robinson. An outlet pass to Kuiper. Kuiper will push off to Riggs. Riggs loses it on the left block, needs to find help, finds Perkins. Perkins 10 feet, near side jumpers, no good. Rebounded by Bogus for the Lady Mustangs. Bogus breaks it out of the press, and she breaks the timeline right up the middle. She's going to take it straight down the hole. Flip shot off the right side is good. Coast to coast goes Sarah Kate Bogus. She's got 8 points, and Grayson County's lead is back to single digits. Free throw line, Kuiper back to Snyder. She'll take the 3 straight away, in and out. Rebounded by Vincent from Muhlenberg County, and a foul is going to be whistled on the rebound on Arissa Riggs for Grayson County. That is her third, and the team's third. 36-27, Lady Cougars on top, 5 minutes and 48 seconds to play in the third quarter. Knopfsinger in the backcourt, she's quickly double-teamed, gets around the defender, now picked up by Kuiper, continuing to pass Kuiper now, over to the far side, tries to throw it over to Browning, and Browning loses the ball out of bounds. Knopfsinger is able to get past the Lady Cougars every single time she drives out in transition. Grayson County not doing a nice job of staying in front of her. She's kind of similar to Jalen Taylor last night from Butler County in some instances, where she is lightning fast and can get to the hole. Inside to Robinson off the left side. Spins back here towards the near side. Shots no good. Rebounded by Knopfsinger. Knopfsinger will push for the Lady Mustangs. Up the far side, angling it back here towards the near side. Off the right side, runs right into Robinson and loses the ball out of bounds. And it'll be back towards Grayson County basketball. Substitution into the game for the Lady Mustangs. It'll be Macy Fields and Rachel joins. Addie Vincent and Alyssa Browning will check out of the game for Muhlenberg County. Into Kuiper. Kuiper will break the timeline straight away. It's a 9-point Lady Cougars lead. Gets a screen from Robinson. Back down to Robinson on the left side. Takes 1 dribble, spins it around. Outside to Perkins. Perkins to the near side to Snyder. Snyder inside to Robinson. Robinson back to Snyder. 3 near side. No good. Rebounded by Bogus. Bogus gets around Kuiper. She's going to push up the far side of the court. Angling it back here towards the near side. Down the right lane. Loses the ball. On the floor. Joins, comes down with it to the near side. Fields. Fields jump pass outside to Knopfsinger. Knopfsinger at the free throw line. Jump pass out to the far side. 3 by Lynn is in and out. Rebounded by Joins underneath. Joins falls down with it. Outside to Bogus. Bogus down the near side. Goes up with a shot. It is no good. Rebounded by Riggs for the Lady Cougars. Riggs will look to push. Angling it back towards the middle. Outlet pass off to the left wing to Snyder. Snyder picks up her dribble outside to Kuiper. Kuiper swings it to Riggs. Straightaway 3, no good. Rebound is knocked out of bounds. Saved in bounds by Kuiper. But they're going to say no. Her foot was on the baseline. 36-27. It will be Muhlenberg County basketball. Reagan Cave will check in. Rachel Snyder will take a seat for the Lady Cougars. Arissa Riggs is talking with the official Trevino Kelly right now. So I'm not sure what the conversation was about. But we're back to action. Over to the far side, it is Profit who loses the ball, gains it back, keeps her dribble. Sorry, that's Fields. Fields jump pass down to the left side, throws it away, and it'll be Grayson County basketball to get the ball back. 36-27. Grayson County on top, 4 minutes and 15 seconds to play in the third quarter. The Lady Cougars have only scored once in this second half so far in the first 4 minutes. It was a basket by Rachel Snyder. She's on the bench right now. Riggs nearly loses it, gains it back. Outside to Perkins. Perkins drives down to the free throw line, back outside to Robinson. Robinson will shoot the three, decides not to, gives it to Perkins. Perkins to the right side to Kuiper. Kuiper down the near side, gets around her defender, a reverse layup, good. Kuiper up to 5 points, and the Lady Cougar lead is back to double digits. Knopfsinger, Kuiper gets her hand on it, can't steal it away. Knopfsinger up and running, right up the middle with the ball. Passes off to the far side, joins. Shot is an air ball, rebounded by Perkins for the Lady Cougars. Perkins spins it around, gives it off to Kuiper. And Kuiper's going to speed things up with a left wing pass to Riggs. Riggs ball fake outside to Perkins. Perkins back to Riggs. Riggs drives down at the free throw line. The floater off the right side, no good. Rebound long by Robinson for the Lady Cougars. Robinson finds Kuiper. Kuiper holds the ball in between her ankles just to kind of slow things down and let the offense set up. Kuiper down the near side at the right elbow. Passes outside to Cave. Three, right wing, in and out. Rebound, bouncing around, and it is Muhlenberg County who comes down with it. Lynn with the basketball, angling it back towards the middle as she crosses the timeline at the logo. Outside to Knopfsinger. Knopfsinger drives in, jump pass to the near side. Three, up, and no good by Muhlenberg County. So that was Fields that took it. Rebounded by Cave. Cave an outlet pass to Riggs. Riggs pushes up the floor for the Lady Cougars. Down the near side of the court, outside to Kuiper. Kuiper on the right wing with the basketball, guarded by Knopfsinger at the free throw line. Spins it out to Riggs. Three, right wing, good. Second three of the game for Arissa Riggs, and Grayson County has a 41-27 lead. 2:25 to play. Sydney Perkins steals the ball away from Muhlenberg County. Grayson County looking to add to their lead. In between the circles, it's Kuiper with the ball. Off to the right wing to Cave. Cave ball fake, drives down the right side, kicks it out to Perkins. Perkins has to run it down as the pass was deflected by Muhlenberg County. Riggs on the right wing. No look pass over to Cave on the left side. Cave can get it inside to Robinson, but a foul is going to be called as Robinson was wrapped up by Joins underneath. That'll be her first and the team's first here of this second half. Subs into the game for Muhlenberg County. It'll be Profit. She will come into the game for Lynn. Kuiper to pass in from underneath her own basket. With 2:02 to play in the third quarter. Cave into the far corner to Kuiper. Kuiper drives down, reverse layup, good. Kuiper drives the baseline and gets the reverse layup across the near side, losing the ball. Knopfsinger stolen away by Perkins. Kuiper to the right block to Riggs, off the right side, can't get the layup to fall. And a foul is going to be called on the rebound on Arissa Riggs. That'll be her fourth. Or sorry, that's her third. No, I have that as her fourth, and it is her fourth. And the team's fourth. So Riggs will check out of the game with those 4 fouls. Bradley Renfro will check in. Lady Cougars on top, 43-27, 1 minute, 45 seconds to play in the third quarter. Knopfsinger with the basketball in the backcourt. Up the far side of the court, being chased by Kuiper, splits defenders. Up the right side, runs right over Ella Robinson, and an offensive foul is going to be called on J.C. Knopfsinger. That'll be her first and the team's second. Robinson was waiting for her as she came driving down that right lane. And an offensive foul is going to be whistled. Melissa Browning will check into the game for Muhlenberg County. Checking out will be Joins. Annie Kuiper to break the timeline for Grayson County with 90 seconds to play in the third quarter. Perkins, guarded by Fields, down the left side, goes up with a shot. It's no good, but she's fouled on the drive by Muhlenberg County. They'll whistle this on the Lady Mustangs at number 2, Macy Fields. It's her third. And the team's third. And the Lady Cougars' best free throw shooter, Sydney Perkins, will go to the free throw line. She was 2 of 3 last night on the season. She leads the team with 73% free throw shooting. First one is up and good. Vincent will check into the game for Muhlenberg County. Perkins to let the second one fly. You can count that one as well. She's got 5 points. And Grayson County's lead is back to 18. Michael Lee will check into the game for Sydney Perkins. So on the floor for Grayson County, you've got Robinson, Cave, Kuiper, Renfro, and Lee. Over to the far side, Browning breaks the timeline, chased by Cave and Lee. Zone defense for the Lady Cougars. as they give it out to the right side to Bogus. Bogus kicks it out to Browning. 3, right wing, up, and it's an air ball way long. And the rebound in the corner is pulled down by Robinson. She falls out of bounds and throws it into the hands of Cave. To Kuiper, who drives down the right side, and an offensive foul is going to be called on Kuiper. She drove down the right lane, went up for the floater, and Kuiper picks up the offensive foul. It is her second and the team's 5th. So it'll be Muhlenberg County basketball. They have it underneath of their own basket. As Brianna Dennis will check into the game, Ella Robinson will take a seat for Grayson County. 1:09 to play in the third quarter. It's 45-27. Grayson County on top of this one against Muhlenberg County. As the Lady Mustangs have only scored 5 points in this quarter, and Kuiper is going to be called for a reach-in foul on the inbounds pass. For Kuiper, that is her 3rd and the team's 6th. So Muhlenberg County going to shoot free throws the remainder of this game. As they give it into Knopfsinger. Knopfsinger guarded by Lee. As Kuiper backed off and tried to not pick up that 4th foul. Cross-court pass to the left wing. No-look pass to the near side. 3 is up and no good. An air ball by Vincent. And it's run down in the far corner by Browning, but she throws it into the hands of Renfro for Grayson County. Cave, an outlet pass off to Kuiper. Kuiper slows it down on the right side, and Ted Hill, I think I might have heard him say 1 shot. 40 seconds to play in the third quarter. Grayson County with the 18-point lead. Renfro, a handoff pass to Kuiper. Kuiper gives it off to Cave. 30 seconds and counting to play in the third quarter. Grayson County trying to add to this lead. Cave down to the left block to Dennis. Back outside to Cave. Thinks about the shot. Off to the free throw line to Renfro. Renfro out to Kuiper. Kuiper over the far side to Cave with 20 seconds. And counting here to play in the third quarter. I'm sure that Ted Hill definitely does want 1 shot here to try and get that lead up to 20 or maybe even 21 if you can get a good shot at a 3. 8 seconds and counting now to play. Losing the ball is Lee, stolen away by Bogus with 4 seconds. Pushing up the floor, Renfro steals it. She can throw something up to Cave, and they're not going to get a shot off. But at the end of the third quarter, it's Grayson County with a 45-27 lead at the end of 3. This is Lady Cougar basketball on 103.9 The Moose.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
We the people are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom to peaceably assemble.
Freedom to petition the government.
Only the United States has these 5 freedoms so simply bound together and guaranteed. Think first. Learn more at thinkfirstamendment.org.
45-37, Grayson County leads this one as we start the fourth quarter of action. Lady Cougars trying to improve to 9-5 on the season and win 9 of their last 10. Some score updates to bring you in college basketball. The Kentucky Wildcats on top of the Tennessee Volunteers 42-34. That score is at the half. If you're not aware, Lady Cougar head coach Ted Hill's a big Vol fan. So hopefully the Cats can hold on and we can talk a little smack after a Lady Cougar victory. Right side Cave, jump pass over to the left wing to Lee. Lee out front to Kuiper. Kuiper down to the right block to Snyder. Snyder spins it around to the near side, back to the far side, can't get the basket to fall. Knopfsinger with a rebound. Knopfsinger up the far side being chased by Micah Lee. Holds up the stop sign, cross-court pass to the near side to Lynn. Lynn drives into the left elbow, stolen away by Kuiper. Kuiper's working 1-on-2, down the left side, behind the back dribble. Hands it off to Snyder, who goes up off the right side. The shot's no good. And a foul is going to be called on Reagan Cave underneath. It's her first and the team's 7th. Free throws will come from Muhlenberg County. As the free throws will be taken by Alyssa Browning. on the season, a 42.9% free throw shooter. Lets the first one fly, and it is good. Lady Cougars will be back in action Friday as they get almost a week off as they make the trip up to Whitesville to face the Lady Raiders of Whitesville Trinity. It'll be a 6 o'clock start time on K105 and K105 Digital Productions. Second one is good by Browning. She makes them both. Muhlenberg County will be back in action on Monday as they make the trip to Ohio County. Lady Cougars will play the Lady Eagles later on in the month of February. I think the 27th of February, a Saturday evening game. Kuiper with the ball on the right side. Tries to get inside to Snyder, but it's stolen away by Browning. 45-29. Grayson County with the lead. 7 minutes to play in tonight's game. Far side, Bogus. She drives down, stripped away by Kuiper, but it's run down out front by Vincent. Vincent into the near side to Lynn. Lynn guarded by Snyder, backs it off to the left wing. Into the near side, Browning. Browning gets around Snyder, goes up with a shot off the right side. It's no good. Rebound on the floor is saved by Robinson. Robinson to Cave. Cave an outlet pass to Kuiper. Kuiper hands it off to Snyder, and Snyder just knocks it right back into the hands of Kuiper. Kuiper will set things up in between the circles for Grayson County. Losing the ball, keeping a dribble down here to the near side. Double teamed on the right block as Kuiper throws it out front to Cave. Cave thought about the three straight away, and he walks with it. And it'll go right back here towards Muhlenberg County basketball.
And also number 12, Sydney Perkins.
(45-29, 6:19 to play in tonight's game. Grayson County trying to win their 9th of their last 10. They started the season 0-4 and have been playing really good basketball since that point. Driving down the right side is Knopfsinger, and on the drive, she is fouled by Grayson County. Foul called on Ella Robinson. That'll be her 4th. Team's 8th. And it'll be 2 shots for J.C. Knopfsinger coming. Knopfsinger's got 14 points in tonight's game. The first free throw coming is up and good. Knopfsinger's second. Dribbling it a couple of times. And it's no good. Off to the left, rebounded by Snyder for the Lady Cougars. Snyder pushes it up the floor. 6 minutes to play. It's a 15-point Lady Cougar lead. Renfro with the ball on the left side. Down to the left block to Robinson. Swings it out front to Lee. Off to the right side, Perkins. Deep three from the right wing is no good. Bogus with the rebound. Bogus pushes up the near side of the floor. Breaks the timeline. Chased by Renfro. Drives down the left side. The shot is good. She gets the roll. Does Sarah Kate Bogus. She's got 10 points. The lead is down to 13. Muhlenberg County's been able to get it as close as 9, but no closer to that. As up the near side of the floor, Renfro is bumped and fouled by Bogus. That is her 4th. And the team's 4th. Kuiper and Riggs check into the game for the Lady Cougars. Lee and Renfro will take a seat. So you've got Kuiper, Riggs, Perkins, Snyder, and Robinson on the floor for Grayson County with 5 minutes and 32 seconds to play in the 4th quarter. To the right wing to Riggs. Cross court to Perkins. Perkins in between the circles. Spins it over to the far side. Kuiper. Kuiper inside to Robinson, and a foul is called underneath on Muhlenberg County. As it's called on Browning, that is her 2nd. Team's 5th.
Well, lady must have been fouled. Number 32, Alyssa Browning, her 2nd.
It'll be Kuiper to pass in from underneath of the basket. Into Snyder. Snyder down the left side. Spin move. Gets around her defender. Goes up with a shot. It's good. Snyder's got 22 points in this one. And Grayson County's lead is back to 15 at 47-32. Bogus breaks the timeline across the far side, guarded by Arissa Riggs. We talked with Arissa last night when we asked her what is her goal for this team for the remainder of this season. She said one thing, region champs. Right side shot, no good by Chloe Lynn. Rebounded by Snyder, an outlet pass to Kuiper. Kuiper spins towards the near side. The shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Riggs in the far side. Outside to Snyder. Snyder holds the ball on the right hip and finds the guard, Riggs. Again, she didn't think twice about saying she wants region champs. Spin down to the right block to Snyder. Off the right side, the kiss off the glass is good. And the Grayson County lead is 17 with 4 minutes and 20 seconds to play in tonight's game. Knopfsinger in between the circles with the basketball. Over to the far side, Browning picks up the ball. Looks to get it inside to Bogus, does. Runs into Snyder and stripped away and taken away by Rachel Snyder, but a foul is called underneath on Sydney Perkins. That is her first, team's ninth, so one in the bonus will come for Sarah Kate Bogus. On the season, she is a 70% free throw shooter. She's not been to the line tonight. She does have 10 points. And she makes the first. Muhlenberg County came into tonight's game 58% from the free throw line. They're shooting the ball pretty well from that point here tonight. Second free throw up, no good. Rebounded by Riggs for Grayson County. Lady Cougars can try and put this one to cruise control right now as they lead by 16. Near side three by Perkins is in and out. Rebound underneath is Bogus, who comes down with it, but a jump ball is going to be called as Amy Kuiper reached in there and grabbed it. And it will stay to be Muhlenberg County basketball, though. It's an outlet pass to Lynn. Lynn guarded by Perkins. Lynn drives down the left side, 10 feet jumper off the left side, no good. Rebounded by Snyder for the Lady Cougars, and here comes Grayson County pushing. Snyder down the left side, outlet pass to Riggs off the right side. The flip shot is good. Transition offense works to a T. Arissa Riggs has 8 points and a beautiful assist from Rachel Snyder. Jump pass here to the near side to Lynn from Muhlenberg County. Swinging over to the left side, Vincent. Three, no good long. Rebounded by Robinson. Outlet pass to Kuiper. And Grayson County can, again, just run this clock out if they want to with an 18-point lead. Inside to Snyder. Drives in, spins down to the far side. The basket is good for Rachel Snyder. She has tied her career high now with 26 points. As that career high came against Taylor County, so she can add to it. Driving in off the right side, and a foul is going to be called on Grayson County underneath. And for Robinson, that will be 5, and she'll foul out of tonight's game. She'll foul out with 6 points. And to the free throw line will be Alyssa Browning. Brianna Dennis will check in for Robinson. And into the game for Muhlenberg County will be Macy Fields. Also into the game for Muhlenberg County is Brooklyn Stewart, getting our first minutes here of this game. Second free throw is up and good, or the first free throw is up and good by Browning. Browning, her two hands on her knees. This will be to make it an 18-point game here with 3 minutes to play. She makes them. So it is 53-35, Grayson County with a lead. Rachel Snyder has tied her career high with 26 points tonight. Kuiper tried to get it to her, but it's knocked away and stolen away by Stewart. Outlet pass over to the far side, Bogus. Pushes down that right lane, drives in, float shot is no good, it's an air ball. And a foul is whistled underneath on Brianna Dennis. That is her second and the team's 10th. And Ted Hill is going to call a timeout underneath. 53-35, Lady Cougars on top, 2 minutes and 42 seconds to play in this game. This is Lady Cougar basketball on the Moose.
Being prepared is a part of who you are, but it's especially important in the case of a disaster. Be informed about possible emergencies in your area. Make a plan that covers where you go in an emergency. Build a kit with the things you need to survive. There's no one more capable of planning for your situation than you. Start your plan today. Go to ready.gov/myplan.
Grayson County 53, Muhlenberg County 35. They lead this one. Ted Hill taking a full timeout, just to talk with his team here, as this game's really in no danger of getting out of hand, as there's still just a little over 2 minutes to play. Again, they clear the score, the official timeout, to do a countdown on the timeout. So I lose the official score, and I never can remember to write down the score. 2:42 to play in this game. Grayson County 53, Muhlenberg County 35. Coming out of the timeout on the floor for the Lady Cougars, Snyder, Dennis, Perkins, Kuiper, and Riggs. So it'll be Alyssa Browning to the free throw line to shoot 2. She's only came into tonight's game 43% from the free throw line, but she's made 4 in a row tonight and gets the roll on that one to make 5 in a row. Again, Rachel Snyder has tied her career high with 26 points in this game already. Trying to add to that, as Browning has made 6 in a row now. 53-37, 16-point Lady Cougar lead. Perkins up the near side of the court, has it knocked out of bounds by Knopfsinger, and it'll stay Grayson County basketball. This is where you can't let Muhlenberg get any, have them hit a couple of threes and bring this game closer. You're up by 16. Close this out and get away with a big win. Kuiper to the near side to Riggs. Riggs cross court to Perkins, and she's bumped and fouled by Macy Fields. That is her 4th, team's 6th. So Grayson County's going to shoot free throws for the remainder of this game. It's Macy Fields. She only is 5'5", and she has 4 fouls in this game and had 4 fouls in the game that she played. And not that there's a player that doesn't look like she fouls a lot, but she's just being 5'5". She fouls a lot, but at the same time, she never fouls hard. It's just because she does foul, it's just kind of weird, as she's a really good player, and she's hit a lot of threes against the Lady Cougars this season, and as only a sophomore, she's going to be a terror in the 3rd region, I think, in these next couple of years. Kuiper with a left hand, inside to Snyder, spins down that left side. There's a new career high for Rachel Snyder. She's got 28 points in tonight's game, and on her senior night, she passes that career high of 26 points that was previously gotten against Taylor County. Right wing, Browning with a basketball. Cross court to Profit. 3, left side is no good. Snyder will get the rebound for the Lady Cougars. Off to Kuiper. Kuiper up the far side. They have numbers down to Dennis off the right side. The basket's good. And the Lady Cougars have put this one to bed. It's a 47-37 game, 1 minute and 30 seconds to play in tonight's contest. Driving in, and a blocking foul is going to be called on Brianna Dennis, as Knopfsinger just ran in and threw one up. No, it is on Dennis. It is on Snyder. Sorry, that is her 4th. So the free throw coming for Knopfsinger is no good off the back of the iron. Franklin will check into the game. Perkins will check out. So I'm curious to see, well, no, I was going to say, would he check in his other senior? And no, Robinson's fouled out. So he's got his 3 seniors still eligible right now. Does Ted Hill on the floor. Second free throw is up and good for Knopfsinger. So it is 57-38 Lady Cougars. Kuiper trapped in the backcourt. She's double teamed, and a foul is going to be called on Muhlenberg County. I think that's going to be on Vincent. No, it's on Brooklyn Stewart. It's her 1st and the team's 7th. Annie Kuiper will go to the free throw line to shoot 1 in the bonus. Chloe Lynn will go in, check into the game. Maddie Vincent will check out. Other sub into the game was, I'm not sure who the other sub in was for Muhlenberg County. They've got Browning, Bogus, Knopfsinger. So the first free throw is good by Kuiper. As Muhlenberg County's got Profit, Lynn, Knopfsinger, Bogus, and Browning in the game right now. This will be to make it a 21-point game. It's no good off the back of the iron. Bogus gets the rebound for the Lady Mustangs. 1:20 to play. Grayson County well on their way to winning their 9th of the last 10. Shot off the left side's no good by Knopfsinger. Off to Dennis. Dennis, an outlet pass to Kuiper. And Grayson County's going to get a nice win here tonight against Muhlenberg County for the 2nd time this season. Riggs down here to the near side. Tries to get it around, loses the ball, and is fouled by Knopfsinger. So it'll be Arissa Riggs to the free throw line. after being fouled by Knopfsinger. That's her second. Team's 8th. So Riggs will go to the free throw line. She's got 8 points tonight. She's going to shoot 1 and the bonus. First free throw is up and good. One minute to play in tonight's game. Riggs will try to make it a 22-point game. And makes that one as well. 60-38, Arissa Riggs has 10 points. Riley Stevenson and Briley Renfro will check into the game as Annie Kuiper and Arissa Riggs will take a seat. So you have the 3 seniors, Dennis, Franklin, and Snyder, on the floor with Stevenson and Renfro. 60-38, Grayson County on top of this one. They will cruise to a nice victory against a good Muhlenberg County team here tonight. Out front, or an improving Muhlenberg County team for sure. Balgus' shot inside the lane is no good, but she's fouled by Brianna Dennis. That is her third. And 2 free throws will come for Sarah Kate Balgus. She's 1 of 2 from the line tonight. Free throw is up and good. Substitutions coming into the game for Muhlenberg County. Maddie Vinson checks in. Brooklyn Stewart is the other sub. I'm not sure if there's one more sitting down or not, if Balgus will check out or not. She makes the second. And Grayson County can just run this clock out. Riley Stevenson has it knocked away from behind by Knopfsinger. And it's going to knock out of bounds off of Muhlenberg County, though. So it'll stay Grayson County basketball. Sub into the game for Muhlenberg County is number 34, Rachel Joins. She'll come in for Balgus. As Renfro's got the basketball with 34 seconds and counting to play. She finds Riley Stevenson, and Stevenson will be fouled by Brooklyn Stewart. That'll be her second, team's 9th, so 1 in the bonus will come for Riley Stevenson. More subs coming in for Muhlenberg County, as it will be Balgus who will check back into the game. Chloe Lynn will check into the game. And I think it might be Profit over on the far side of the floor. Or it's Macy Fields. So Riley Stevenson will shoot 1 in the bonus. Free throw up. No good, off to the right. Straight away, Knopfsinger going in on Renfro, throws a shot up, it's out of bounds. And Grayson County is going to win this one, probably by a final score of 60-40. And I think Ted Hill is going to let his seniors check out of this game and get their moment, as Allie Jennings, Addie Bratcher, Micah Lee will check into the game, and the 3 seniors will check out tonight. It'll be Gracie Franklin, Rachel Snyder, and Allie and the other senior, Brianna Dennis, check out of this game. So Lady Cougars going to win this one tonight by a final score of 60-40 against Muhlenberg County. Renfro nearly loses it, steals it back, and now it's stolen away by Knopfsinger on the floor. They got the basketball. It's Bratcher underneath. And a jump ball will keep the basketball with the Lady Cougars. Stevenson's got to get it in, and it's stolen away by Knopfsinger. Knopfsinger loses it, continuing the dribble. Outside, right elbow shot is no good, off to the left. Rebound by Knopfsinger on the floor. Her putback is up, no good. Rebound underneath. The putback is no good as well underneath, and that'll do it. Lady Cougars winners tonight by a final score of 60-40. They have now won 9 of 10 and improve to 9-5 on the season, behind a career high 28 points from Rachel Snyder. This is Lady Cougar basketball on 103.9 The Moose.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right, because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a 4th ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
Lady Cougars are winners tonight by a final score of 60-40 against Muhlenberg County. They've now won 9 of their last 10 and are 9-5 on the season. Coming up, we'll jump into the fifth quarter show. We'll run down the scores from around the region, the scoring from this game, and talk to the head coach, Ted Hill. This is Lady Cougar basketball on 103.9 The Moose.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Oh, that's a bad call.
That was a great call.
That's the worst call I've ever seen.
Great call.
Horrible. That's a horrible call.
Sports fans don't often see things the same way.
Terrible call.
That was a good call.
Terrible call.
But there's one call everyone can agree on. Call 811 before you dig, the free service that helps you avoid utility lines while you're digging. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Safety!
How's everything taste tonight, folks?
Oh,
excellent. How was your chicken tonight?
It's excellent. Where was it raised?
As a chef, it's important to know where your food comes from. That's why we buy local and Kentucky-raised food.
We're the Settles family from Owensboro, Kentucky.
We produce poultry for families all over the state.
And we're proud of the products that we produce. If you're buying a chicken that came from our farm, you're getting an excellent quality product. Some of the best you'll find in the case.
A lot of your local restaurants feature our poultry products. We are a Kentucky farm family.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Winner tonight against Muhlenberg County by a final score of 60-40. As they pick up a big win, Rachel Snyder, a career-high 28 points in this one. We're going to take a break. Talk to the head coach of the Cougars, the head coach of the Lady Cougars, Ted Hill, after this. This is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on the Moose.
Oh, that's a bad call.
That was a great call.
That's the worst call I've ever seen.
Great call.
Horrible. That's a horrible call.
Sports fans don't often see things the same way.
Terrible call.
That was a good call.
Terrible call.
But there's one call everyone can agree on. Call 811 before you dig, the free service that helps you avoid utility lines while you're digging. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Safety!
How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes!
Make a plan today.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
I thought, we got one more.
Oh, that's a bad call.
That was a great call.
That's the worst call I've ever seen.
Great call.
Horrible. It's a horrible call.
Sports fans don't often see things the same way.
Terrible call.
That was a good call.
Terrible call.
But there's one call everyone can agree on. Call 811 before you dig, the free service that helps you avoid utility lines while you're digging. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Safety!
1039 The Moose.
Welcome back here to the Cougar Den. Grayson County Lady Cougars are winners tonight against Muhlenberg County. I'm joined now by the head coach of the Lady Cougars, head coach Ted Hill. And coach, 9 of 10. Since opening up the year 0-4, you've now won 9 of your last 10. It's got to feel really good.
Feels great, and I'm just so proud of my kids. I've probably said this before, but, we could have very easily melded in after that start that we had and went in a different direction. But our kids, we got some things lined out personally, and our kids have fought back, and that's what they are. They're good kids. They're hard-working kids. They're respectable kids. And they just fought back and won 9 of 10. And, that one, we had Warren Central here on the ropes. We'd played a little bit better. We'd won that. But that's just the way it is. It's part of the growing process. And it's, the journey of getting to that end and winning a region and all that good stuff is quite the task. And but so proud of them, and we've been consistent, and we've been looking game to game. We've not been looking next week and 3 weeks. We're game to game, and they don't care who's next. We just play as hard as we can.
Rachel tonight finishes with a career high 28 points. Just another one of her nights.
It is, and seems like every night someone's getting a career high in something, and that's a good sign. We're growing and maturing, and shoot. Rachel had her own little run there at the end of the second quarter where she missed about 4 or 5 in a row where she's getting tired, or she could have had a bunch more. But Rachel worked so hard, and Rachel wasn't going to let us lose tonight, her and Ella.
And Ella, in that first quarter especially, she started off with 4 quick points. She finishes with 6 tonight. I know she dealt with some foul trouble.
She did.
There in the second half, but you got to be really proud of this senior group, and it's got to feel especially good that you could send them out with a 20-point victory against an improving Muhlenberg County team.
Telling you, they're hard to guard, and he's done a good job with them. He's bringing them along, and we knew that coming in. And Knopfsinger had a big game tonight, and Bogus played better. She stayed in foul trouble some, but what we did was we cut down on their threes. I don't know what they were from three-point line, but
I don't even know that they made a 3.
They may not have, and that's the big difference.
At first glance, they did not.
Yeah, and so, it's pretty good defense, and they were just somewhere someone's told them just drive to the basket, and they're not going to guard you or foul, and we got to do a better job of moving our feet. We understand that.
In some ways, Knopfsinger reminds me, they're different but yet similar to Taylor last night for Butler County, where they're both lightning fast, and they can get to the basket, and they sometimes will just kind of throw it up. Was it good to play back-to-back games with a player like that, or would you rather have had a player like that with a week?
No, not really. I mean, basically, not all week, Thomas Nelson, and I kept calling him Thomas Moore. I didn't know that yesterday. Yeah. My wife told me and jumped on me when I got home. But Thomas Nelson had a point guard that would do that would run in there. And now Knopfsinger's not as bad. Taylor's going to run in there and just flop around. And Knopfsinger's more under control, driving to the basket and don't try to beg for fouls and all that stuff. So, yeah, she's a nice player, and she's just a freshman. And so he's got something to build around there.
And Bogus is a sophomore.
Bogus is a sophomore, so he's got two good ones to build around. And Mike will get them lined out, and you can bet on that.
You've got now 6 days until your next game, which I think might be your longest. I think this is your longest stretch without a game all season long so far. Just doing a quick glance. I mean,
yeah.
I think really you've only had a couple of days off before games before. How are you going to handle 6 days off before a game against Whitesville that, doesn't count, but yet you still got the rivalry? I know it doesn't count as far as district standings, but I know that anytime it's a district game, it matters.
I think someone got moved on this coming Monday or Tuesday, and that's why we have this break. And I really don't like the girl. I told the girls in there we're going to have some days off, and they're like, well, find a game for Tuesday, because I looked and I'm hearing that the weather next Friday and Saturday and all that, snow and 1 degree, so we may not even play. And Cody's nodding his head, my meteorologist over here. He wears many different hats. He's one of a kind.
Yesterday was National Weather Person's Day or something, so he had the big old party and everything over here.
Oh, yeah.
That's why he wasn't working last night.
We're looking at bad weather next weekend. If we don't play those two against Trinity and I think it's Christian County at Russellville,
yes,
then we're going to have a long break. So I may try to find one for Tuesday. Do you have any idea where the boys are at Tuesday?
They are at home against Davis County.
Okay, so we need to look for a road game or play an early one on Tuesday, if I can. If not, we need to rest up anyway. I challenged them before the game, to put it mildly. 4 games, I challenged them to win 4 games this week and be tough enough to do it, and they did. And so we could probably use a break.
Maybe the most important question that we got to ask is.
No, that's bad. Don't.
Oh
take
no,
that
I
down.
wasn't going to bring this up. I was more just kind of going to leave that up there. Kentucky up by 10, but
whatever.
We can stay in the sports realm. And I asked Travis Johnston the question, and who you got tomorrow, Chiefs or Bucks?
I have the Chiefs.
He took Bucks.
When the Chiefs are clicking on all cylinders, no one in the world that can stop them offensively.
But can you bet against Brady?
You cannot. I wouldn't.
And see, that's the thing I'm going back and forth of is you got Mahomes against Brady. It's tough.
On their home field. Yeah, in the big ship.
Oh, yeah.
So it'll be interesting. I think I saw today the first Super Bowl that both quarterbacks had won a Super Bowl. Did I read that right? It flashed across there?
It might be something along the lines.
Like that.
Well, I know when Brady won his first Super Bowl, Mahomes was in kindergarten.
Right. Should be really interesting. I hope it's a great game. I hope Brady with the ball down 3, final drive. See if he can do it. And I think Peyton Manning is the greatest thing ever. And,
I would have never guessed you would have thought that.
Yeah.
That's
But
a Tennessee connection.
I had to admit, Tom's the GOAT.
Oh,
But I still love Peyton.
As I've told Chase, our director over here, that's until about 20 years down the road when Joe Burrow takes over after leading the Bengals to about 5 or 6 Super Bowls.
Very similar type player, and it can happen. I hope he does. That'd be a great run for the city of Cincinnati, and you'll be tickled. I know.
That'd be an understatement, Coach.
But I'll let you know if we pick up a game Tuesday or maybe move Trinity up so we can get it in, something along those lines. And if not, we're going to go for a flow, and it may be good to get we've been very lucky as a team to no one to test positive. And so maybe we need a break and set back and not put them in a bad situation.
Well, Coach, I appreciate you taking the time, and if nothing changes, we'll see you in Whitesville next Friday.
Yeah, and I want to, since we're going to have a break here, I want to tell you and your guys here, man, you guys do a great job. And
thank you.
And I mean, from Fordsville to Florida, there's people watching this, and they're very fortunate to be able to sit at home and watch you guys broadcast, and it's always professional and done the right way and the tasteful way, and I want you all to know that we appreciate it.
Well, Coach, I appreciate that, and I know we can't do it without Now, these
Yep.
guys in Bradley who's at home tonight, so
Yep.
they make it happen, especially this guy over here.
Well, he is the man.
Oh, there's
He
no
is.
doubt about
There's
that.
two people in this county I figured out, Red and Cody.
Oh, it's pretty much that.
And we all play off them.
Yes,
Yep.
exactly.
All
Coach,
right.
I appreciate it. That's head coach Ted Hill. We'll have more here coming up after this.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real world.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
The Department of Aging and Independent Living, the KBA, and this station.
Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
Lady Cougs winners tonight against Muhlenberg County by a final score of 60-40. We'll run down some scores from around the region here. As first off in college basketball, the Kentucky Wildcats, the under-12 media timeout in the second half, lead Tennessee 58-48. You can, at the end of our coverage, slide over to our sister station K105 and listen to the end of that game. Some other scores to bring you in boys basketball at the end of regulation. Warren Central and Barron County all knotted up at 36. Try to see if there aren't any other scores to bring you as we scroll through our list. Earlier today, it was the Cougar boys who picked up a win over North Bullitt. Final score in boys basketball, LaRue County defeating Russell County by a final score of 79-51. Seems like those are most of the scores. I know Whitesville Trinity picked up a win earlier today in girls basketball. Owensboro Catholic boys defeated Webster County. The girls, they lost to Bishop Brossard, I believe was the final score earlier today. Again, the boys beat North Bullitt earlier on today. Lady Cougars winners 60-40. We'll come back and wrap it up after this, as this is Lady Cougar basketball right here on the Moose.
Anytime they're playing music downstairs, it's loud. I go downstairs, see what they're doing, see what music they're doing, see what they're dancing to. I go play piano downstairs, they come get involved. Leah has a drum set beside it, banging that. Any music, that's what they do.
We, the people, are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom to peaceably assemble.
Freedom to petition the government.
Only the United States has these 5 freedoms so simply bound together and guaranteed. Think first. Learn more at thinkfirstamendment.org.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
How's everything taste tonight, folks?
Oh, excellent.
How was your chicken tonight?
It's excellent. Where was it raised?
As a chef, it's important to know where your food comes from. That's why we buy local and Kentucky-raised food.
We're the Settles family from Muhlenberg, Kentucky.
We produce poultry for families all over the state.
And we're proud of the products that we produce. If you're buying a chicken that came from our farm, you're getting an excellent quality product. Some of the best you'll find in the case.
A lot of your local restaurants feature our poultry products. We are a Kentucky farm family.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Richfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
Grayson County, a winner tonight against Muhlenberg County by a final score of 60-40. We'll run down the scoring from this game. For Muhlenberg County, it was J.C. Knopfsinger. She leads with 16 points, 13 for Sarah Kate Bungus, 6 for Alyssa Browning, 2 points each for Macy Fields, and for Rachel Joins, and 1 point for Avon Profit. For the Lady Cougars, it was Rachel Snyder. She led the way with a career-high 28 points, 12 points for Arissa Riggs, 6 points for Ella Robinson, 5 for Sydney Perkins, 8 for Annie Kuiper, 3 for Brianna Dennis. Lady Cougars pick up the win 60-40. They have now won 9 of their last 10 and are now 9-5 on the season. As you heard Coach Hill say, right now their next scheduled game as we have to do this year when we do this, as of February the 6th at 8:47 p.m. Central Time, their next scheduled game is Friday at Whitesville Trinity. So it'll be a boy-girl doubleheader. Our next game will be Tuesday. Again, this is next scheduled game Tuesday, as the boys will play Davis County at home at 7:30. You'll be able to listen to that game right here on Litchfield's Country Station 103.9 The Moose. You'll be able to watch it on K105 Digital Productions. Cougar boys will look to pick up their 10th win on the young season. That wraps up our coverage here tonight from the Cougar Den. I want to thank the K105 Digital Productions crew for their hard work today, as we've had a double header here tonight, so I want to thank them for all of their hard work, Chase Blaine and Cody Brock. So on a night where the Cougar boys picked up a win earlier today, and the Lady Cougars win Game 2 of our doubleheader on senior night by a final score of 60-40, this is Sam Gormley saying, so long, everyone.